Good day, ladies and gentlemen. Today we will be discussing under the mango tree Obaseki'S Reconciliation Committee. Is it genuine reconciliation or another deception? I have with me two distinguished panelists to discuss this issue. On my immediate left is Barrister St. Michael Ogwaodu. You are welcome to the show, sir.
Good day, Mr. Moderator. Thank you, viewers.
Thank you. And on my right is Edoko Wilson. Edoko, welcome, sir.
Yeah, good afternoon, everybody. You're all welcome.
We are under the mango tree, and to join us, go to Facebook/Bloomshire. Send your comments or questions so that we can put them to the panelists. Now, we'll be discussing Obaseki'S Reconciliation Committee. Is it genuine reconciliation or is it another deception? Let's have a little bit of background to what we'll be discussing today. According to Governor Obaseki, the issue started when he constituted primaries, and in his own words, Obaseki said Oshomole cancelled the primaries that were initially done by the party at the state level for the 2019 general elections, and he did his own because he could not control us at the executive level. He manipulated the legislature so that he could use the House to remove us. By us, I assume he means himself and the deputy governor. So the questions that follow, Barrister St. Michael, is this committee any different from the ones that were set up previously? We've had the Abdullahi Ganduje-led committee, we've had the Ahmed Lawan-led committee, we've had the BC Akonde-led committee, and this one finally is led by Governor Simon Lalong, the chairman of Northern Governors Forum. What is your view?
Well, Mr. Godwin, known as Obaseki, had ample opportunity to resolve the elusive peace that has eluded APC in Edo State, and the impasse between him, the governor, and APC has lingered for almost a year, if not more than, at the moment. In a bid to gain control of the legislature, the governor, the deputy governor, hurriedly put up a House of Assembly that has become more or less like a rubber stamp or a toothless bulldog. And this was done in a very commando style. If you like, it was done Nicodemously, because proclamation was issued to selected members of the House, while majority of the members were excluded. An inauguration was coupled and put together at night. We saw some members coming to the hallowed chambers in their boxers. Some were wearing slippers, which tend to show that the whole drama was hurriedly put up. It was a soap opera that was never witnessed in the political history of our country. At the end of the day, one Frank Okie emerged as the Speaker of the House. Eventually, we had a 10-member House of Assembly, whereas the majority of the members elect, I think they are 14 in number,
14.
Were sidelined and excluded from the process. ever since they have been in Abuja, because they were threatened that if they dare come down to Benin, they will be dealt with, they will be beaten, and they might even be killed. So the leadership of APC was not comfortable with the melodrama that was playing. Hence the presidency, in its benevolence, decided to set up a committee to look into the issues plaguing Edo APC. That committee was led by Ganduje. Mr. Moderator, it will shock you to know that our governor rejected that committee because it was headed by Abdullahi Ganduje. The same Abdullahi Ganduje that has been accompanying him to Lagos and Abuja. He rejected that committee on the ground that he does not have confidence in Ganduje's committee's ability to dispense justice with all sense of equity and fairness. The committee was eventually swept under the carpet. What now happened? We now witness the House of Representatives attempting to perform their constitutional duty, because it became a saga, which tend to, throw the House into a situation that tend to threaten their capacity and their ability to legislate for Edo State people. So to that extent, the House of Reps attempted to take over, but the government again rushed to the courts to secure an injunction restraining the House of Reps from carrying out their legislative duty. Again, the party now decided to set up another committee, this time around led by Ahmed Lawa, the Senate President of this country. Again, the governor rejected that same committee on the ground that the Senate President is an interested party. In his words, it was Adams Oshomole that superimposed the Senate President on the National House of Assembly, and as such, the Senate President cannot do justice in the matter. The Senate President cannot dispense adequate justice in respect of the Lingui palaver at that material time. Hence, that committee was jettisoned. What happened? The party had no other choice than to seek for a larger platform, incorporated more stakeholders to suggest ways that will assist them in getting to the root of the matter, which is, resolving the crisis. This time around, they now put up another committee, this time around led by BC Akande, the former national chairman of the APC as a party. It will shock you to realize that the government again rejected this same committee for the same reason adduced hitherto, for the same reason adduced ab initio, to make some of us to begin to wonder whether Mr. Godwin Obaseki was actually sincere in seeing or witnessing a lasting resolution of the Lingui palaver. Eventually, we witnessed all manners of litigations in courts, multiple litigations for and against. All of these eventually snowballed into some form of unresolvable crisis. Eventually, both the national chairman and the governor took a position which suggested that the relationship between them has irretrievably broken down. Those were the issues that preceded the setting up of the current committee, which was put up by the governor himself. Now, let us look at the issues in seriatim. The presidency set up a committee, you rejected it. The party set up a committee, you rejected it. Stakeholders and leaders of APC eventually put up a committee, you rejected it. Is it the one that you put up and coupled that will deliver justice? That will be able to, carry out this primary responsibility or see to resolution of this legal crisis? And this committee was put up without a term of reference. No venue of meeting suggested. There is no time frame given to them within which they will resolve the issue. Is this issue going to be resolved before June 22? Or will it be resolved before September, which is the general election? To me, I think that Mr. Godwin Nogagase Obaseki hurriedly announced the constitution of this committee because he now found himself in a state of political subordinality, in a state of helplessness. He has realized that the game is up. He realizes that the external centripetal and the centrifugal forces that were behind him, ab initio, hitherto, have been eliminated by the hand of God. To the extent that he has not been brought to a corner. The advantage he thought he enjoyed before has been eliminated. There is no other choice. So what is he not doing? The first thing he did was to quickly, pay a condolence visit on General Charles Adawale retired, trying to, placate his emotions before he announced this committee. In my mind, looking at the history, preceding the appointment, I don't think that the governor has a genuine intention. I think he's merely employing a delay tactics, to drag this matter till June 22, when the stakeholders may have no choice other than to settle for him.
So you are under the mango tree with us. You can join us live. Go to Bloomshire on Facebook. On June 17, 2019, the governor inaugurated the Edo State House of Assembly as it were. Or he set out the letter that precedes the inauguration. And subsequently, Frank Okie emerged as the speaker. Yakini Idiaye emerged as the deputy speaker, and some other principal officers were inaugurated also. But the whole thing now brought out this issue of some members being with the national chairman and some being with the governor. Subsequently, 14 members did not show up for that inauguration. What is the current status of those 14 members, to the best of your knowledge?
First of all, I would say this whole thing, is becoming unbecoming. A situation whereby a party in the history of Edo State won all the seats in the Edo State House of Assembly. This is the first time it has happened in our political sojourn. And one would have thought that this victory would have been a blessing to the party, you know, conquering all the senatorial, all the constituencies in the states. You know, he would have given the governor enough leverage to be able to mash out his policies in a way that there will not be any pothole, gridlock, or the case may be. But to our greatest surprise, I myself, I am taken aback to begin to, you know, understand the underlying issues that brought up this particular crisis, you know, that is being experienced today, you know, in APC in Edo State. Going back to your question, I think there was a time when these 14 members, they were attacked in a particular hotel in Benin City, where the younger brother to the national chairman of the APC, Seid Oshomole, was attacked in that particular incident, you know. So taking it from there,